This Bhopal-based self-driving car company is letting their autonomous vehicle loose on Indian roads. It's Runtime, your daily 24-hour Indian tech recap, and Swayad Robots has successfully conducted another test drive of their autonomous vehicle tech. And I want to show you some of the highlights from this demo, and by the way, this footage is sped up. So here we have a situation where there's a man walking on the side of the road and there's a big truck coming up on the other side, and so the vehicle carefully navigates the space in between these two obstacles. In another situation, there's a tractor pulling several carts, and so the autonomous vehicle switches lanes, and then after it navigates that situation, there's a speed breaker and a man pushing a cart, and so it stops until the cart is out of the way. And then finally, there's a cart on the side of the road, but there are also two-wheelers all around the autonomous vehicle, and so it has to figure out how to safely navigate that situation. All right, next up, Pune-based deep tech startup Without has raised $1.9 million, and they've also opened up a 10,000 square foot demonstration plant that can recycle previously unrecyclable post-consumer plastics and textiles into high-quality materials for industrial use. Without has developed a proprietary recycling system to process up to 200 kilos of really difficult to recycle stuff per day. We're talking multi-layered plastic packaging and mixed textile scraps that typically end up in landfills or are incinerated, and they're able to turn this stuff into bottles, eyewear, buttons, and signage. And again, this is a demonstration facility, so they want to prove that their proprietary tech is scalable because they're planning to use the $1.9 million that they just raised here to launch their first commercial scale plant in 2026. And they're targeting a daily capacity of between 3 and 10 tons. And from a business perspective, Without is aiming to help FMCG and apparel brands transition towards circular manufacturing, all while using homegrown Indian technology. All right, next up, Anthropic has announced plans to establish local data residency in India. And what this means is that Anthropic will store and process data within India, which of course aligns with India's national data protection laws and the government of India's push for data sovereignty under the upcoming Personal Data Protection Bill. But apart from that, Anthropic is saying that this would also enhance Claude performance for Indian users and enterprises. Now, obviously, Anthropic is somewhat late to this party. We've already heard of similar plans from companies like OpenAI. They're going to be setting up a data center in India. And then, of course, also too, Google recently announced their plans to set up their largest AI data center outside of the United States in Andhra Pradesh. But anyways, that's all of the Indian tech news that I have for you all today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.